Hi everyone. So when you open up Moshiach and Bitachon, Rabbeinu Bachaya starts off by letting us know that trusting in Hashem is the most important thing in us serving Hashem. So he really gets your attention when you open up the shar, because he's basically saying, if there's any shar that you need to really learn and pay attention to, it's this one, because it's the most important one. And the more you learn about trusting in Hashem, you'll understand why, because it literally affects everything. But then after he tells us it's the most important thing, and then he goes on to give us all the benefits of trusting in Hashem. After that, then he explains what is trust and how to apply it to various aspects of life. And the first benefit of trust, Rabbeinu Bachaya explains, is tranquility of the soul. And then he says, because a person who doesn't trust in Hashem and places his trust in limited things, Hashem removes his providence from him. Okay? Now, what does that mean? Hashem removes his providence. Rabbeinu Bachaya says he removes his providence and allows him to be at the whim of all of these limited things that he places his trust in. Okay? So trusting in Hashem causes tranquility. Not trusting in Hashem causes anxiety. Sounds familiar to our generation? There's so much anxiety, right? So probably the thing we need to do most is strengthen our trust in Hashem. But what is this that placing our trust in limited things, then Hashem removes his providence from us? One of the most foundational teachings of Chassidus that everybody knows is that the Baal Shem Tov taught us Hashgacha Pratis. Hashem's guiding hand is literally affecting every minute detail of creation. There's nothing that happens that doesn't have Hashem's guiding hand behind it. So the teachings of Chassidus help us understand what Rabbeinu Bachaya means when he says when we trust limited things, Hashem allows those limited things to have dominance in our life, and he removes his providence from us. So the Rebbe Maharash explains, when a person trusts in Hashem, Hashem reveals himself to that person. Hashem allows him to see that it's Hashem's guiding hand affecting his whole life. He literally removes some of the concealments that are part of the nature of this world. When Hashem created this world, he created it in a way that allows us to have free choice, allows us to have to work on ourselves to recognize Hashem. But when we do that work, Hashem takes away the concealments and allows us to interact and actually see him. So what it means when it says that Hashem removes his providence from someone who trusts in limited things, it doesn't mean that Hashem actually goes anywhere. He just allows the concealments to be in place. And so a person really feels that these limited things have control over his life, and it creates a tremendous amount of anxiety. But when he realizes that it's really Hashem behind the scenes, and that Hashem can help him in any way that he sees fit, and that there's really no limitations, then Hashem allows him to see him and interact with him and realize he never has anything to worry about because Hashem's got his back. So when you think about one of the things that we really associate the Geula with is seeing Hashem. So when we do the Avodah Bitachon, the Reb Maharash tells us then we see Hashem. That's called living with the Geula. And so right from the very start, we see the intrinsic connection. Stay tuned for more.